Hi Cancer, welcome back. Cancer, this is going to be your December reading. And let's go ahead and get started. So you have the Strength card out here, which is talking about the Angel of Courage. Then you have the Four of Cups, which in this deck talks about indifference. And then Judgment, which talks about the past in this depiction. So, it might take a lot of courage to become indifferent to issues from the past or a person from the past, quite literally, during December, okay? So, it's kind of like, regardless of whatever the outcome or the decision is, in whatever part of your life this is in regards to, it's like kind of telling yourself that you're going to be indifferent to the outcome either way. So, it takes a lot of strength to be able to be able to do that, actually, to not put all of your emotions into needing one certain outcome. And this is all about overcoming that emotional desire to do that and overcoming any obstacles that you may have that may creep up from the past, okay? So that's an interesting start. And I actually just got done with Leo's reading, and you have the card of Leo out. So some of you could definitely be on the cusp Cancer and Leo, or be dealing with a Leo, or have that in your chart. For others of you, it's just simply the energy around you during this time frame, okay? So yeah, Five of Pentacles out as your first card, Cancer. This is kind of like feeling isolated, feeling alone. The Death card here. Like I said, somebody might have become indifferent to you, and you feel that, whether they say it or not, and it makes you feel a bit alone, so if someone's detached from you or have, put a distance there, whether they say it or not, you feel it, I feel, okay, and it kind of puts you into your emotions. For others of you, it might be you that kind of separated yourself or made yourself indifferent to someone, and then vice versa, they feel it. But either way, you feel it. It doesn't matter if you were the one who did it or someone else did this to you. It results in the same outcome, which is feeling somewhat introverted and kind of wanting to be alone, I feel. All right, so you might have some changes coming through in December, some big changes, that require you to look into the past, and it might be things that you've dealt with before, or issues you've dealt with before resurfacing. And the message here is that because you've had experience in whatever the situation is, that you will use that experience to pull you through and build on that and become stronger because of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Queen of Cups in the upright, that's your energy, Cancer. So I feel like you're going to be in tune with your emotions, okay? I like that it's upright. It's, tapping into your softer side, but at the same time, keeping your wits about you, right? So you're not going to be one to be pushed around. And honestly, Cancer, you're not a sign that gets pushed around. I feel like you're usually a very direct type of personality, especially when it comes to expressing your emotions. So I feel like, it's, some of you might be a little on edge because you have a lot going on emotionally, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you want to kind of go into your shell, Cancer, your little crab shell, that's why you're represented by the crab and tarot. And it's like if somebody tries to like poke around or disturb, you're like, they're going to get the pinchers, right? This is a nice visual for you. But that's what I feel, it's like if I want to be alone, leave me alone, because I mean business, right? Then you have the Two of Cups. It actually came out in the reverse. So I do feel, I feel very emotional right now in this reading. And then the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like if you have a connection in your life, Cancer, that there's a lot of changes going on within that dynamic. For some of you, you feel like the connection is lost or broken. because this represents soulmates and it came out in the reverse, then I feel like that's got you in your emotions, most definitely. Some of you, it's not another person, it's just having trouble connecting your emotions with your thoughts, you know, syncing your heart with your mind. You might be at odds with how you feel versus what you say, and it's like a bit of a confusing energy here. And then the Eight of Pentacles is like distracting your mind. So some of you might be really placing your brain, or making, you know, your brain stay active at work, or, you know, within finances, or, you know, the day-to-day, and just kind of throwing yourself into those spots so that you don't necessarily need to feel it as much. Some of you are definitely dealing with the Leo, because I had this in Leo's reading, but not all of you. I mean, I've got lots of other zodiac signs out. I have air Scorpio so far, but it's a general, so take it as it resonates. The Ace of Cups is in the upright, and it's here to say you didn't lose anything, Cancer. You didn't lose it. If you think you've lost something or someone, or you've lost that connection, you can't ever lose a true love connection. And that can be an intimate lover or platonic family member, friend. We have lots of soulmates in our lives. And so I feel like some of you are emotional about losing a connection that cannot be lost if it's a true connection. And so some of you definitely needed to hear that, because I do feel like there's a lot of love here to be had, especially at the end of December. You know, for some of you, it's a renewal in that. I feel like there's communication coming through in the end of December as well. Okay. But I feel like your emotions might be a little heavy in December. I hate to say that. You know, I think that December can be a really hard time for a lot of people, you know, for various reasons, you know, whether it's because of the holiday, because of the weather, you know, etc. But I just feel this energy of a bit of heaviness, you know, it could pertain to work, just having a lot of obligations on your plate. And just being very mindful about who and what you're giving your time and your energy to, because I feel like your time and energy are going to be precious, and they're not going to be in abundance in December, because I feel like you're a little torn here. All right. You know, needing to reserve your energy. And I feel like, especially towards the end of December, you're going to kind of hold back and not maybe put yourself out there so much, you know. I feel like you're going to be more introverted during this time frame, at least when it comes to sharing your emotions or sharing what's going on with you internally, I feel. But I like that underneath the Two of Cups reverse that the Ace of Cups is here. So it's like, whatever it is, you know, some of you, quite honestly, this is a small group because I'm going to get very specific now. Some of you definitely had an ending in a relationship that you felt was a soulmate, but it was either a false soulmate, which I don't believe in. Meaning, well, I believe in it in the sense that sometimes we think people are meant to be in our lives forever and they were only meant for a lesson. Or it's that there was an ending there, that connection was lost, but actually there's still a lot of love here. And it's hard to carry around love when we have nobody to give it to, whether that's you or them. And I don't mean to get that deep into it, but if this is your scenario where you had an ending with someone that you felt a very strong connection with, or you're experiencing that in December, then I feel like maybe you need to hear that you can't really lose that connection, you know. But it can, be careful with carrying that around with you, because love that cannot be expressed will turn into anger, resentment, and then depression. And so don't allow that to happen. Okay. And I think that's where that energy is coming from, about being indifferent. Okay, understanding that when one door closes, another one opens. And for some of you, it's just like that. There's an ending in a situation and then a brand new beginning or a new person or a new start. All right. So like I said, that's a small group of you. So deep reading. Cancer, I'm going to go into the person you might be dealing with during this time frame. See what's going on with them. You have the 10 of Cups here. So I feel like this person is searching for or in emotional fulfillment, you know. They want a new beginning here, and they have the past energy here, the 6 of Cups. So it's interesting that there's a new beginning here, but it's with the past, revisiting the past. This person might be from your past, you know, because I saw that. Or you may have just a lot of past history with this person, and you know, I feel like if you are wondering, do they think onto that, then the answer is yes, they do. But I think that this person is focused on getting more emotionally stable or surrounding themselves with things that make them emotionally fulfilled. Family, friends, or social circle, things like that. And then the Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. So you are the Knight of Pentacles in this deck, Cancer, and this person is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. So it's like a little bit of a resistance to budge or move forward on this person's end. I think too, with the King of Cups here, this person's heart chakra is open, but they're not necessarily completely in alignment with it, or they're not expressing it. They may be actually suppressing emotion during this time frame, or like kind of numbing it out in whatever way that is. And I think that the Wheel of Karma is here to say, you know, change is coming here in this dynamic, especially when you have the Death card over in your reading representing change. Okay, so I feel like this person is definitely suppressing or covering up some really deep and dark emotions, fears, sadness, you know? And it's like they just want to drink it away, especially if they're a drinker, but not all of them. Some of them, it's just simply a suppression going on here. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that this person is wanting to be in the present moment and feel emotionally fulfilled and have things around them that emotionally fulfill them. But it's hard to do that when you keep thinking about the past, right? It's hard to do that when you keep revisiting your past. And I feel like on an emotional level, that's what this person does. And it kind of blocks the new beginning from happening. Yeah, 8 of Swords. I think that this person has a lot of ruminating thoughts. I think that Cancer, they restrict themselves by not expressing themselves, by emotionally detaching. 4 of Cups. The indifference that I felt in the overall energy is this person. Same card, different deck, 4 of Cups. And I have a song in my head. And it actually came up in Scorpio's reading, so some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it's the Ambassadors on A Little Unsteady. And the line of the song that's coming up is, it's hard to fight when you feel like dying. If you love me, don't let go. So that's a really deep song. And I feel that on this person's side. So you might want to check that song out. But I feel like they emotionally detach by going into their head, you know, not really sharing what they're feeling. It's so weird. Because here they are, wanting to take action, have a new beginning. They may be going back and forth between these emotions, Cancer, or trying to fight that, because that's what that song is about, is trying to fight those feelings. and pull ourselves out of it. And I feel like towards the end of December, this person is going to get some clarity that's going to help them move forward. You know, they're finally going to see the light, or hear what they need to hear, or say what they need to say to kind of push this energy along. Because there's definitely something they're suppressing here, whether that be an emotion or a thought or both. And it's creating kind of an emotional detachment. And I feel like, especially if this is someone you're intimate with, that's why you feel a loss in the connection. But I actually feel like it's hard to fight when you feel like crying. So I think this person's not fighting for anything right now, other than to keep their own mental sanity at times. But at the same time, they have a lot of love surrounding them. They have the 10 of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups over here. They're going to see it, and they're going to come to full clarity at some point in December. So I do feel like an overcoming type of vibe here. But it's after kind of like a period of rest or no communication or something to do with that helps them gain that clarity. So Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know how this goes for you. Could be dealing with, like I said, obviously a Leo, very similar reading, but also Scorpio. And then let me see what else I have here. Possibility of Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries. Yep, that's what I have. So, also, don't click off yet. Please do check out my new membership option. So now you can hit the blue join button, and if you would like extended readings, bonus readings, just some additional behind the scenes stuff, you can join there. Otherwise, I'll continue to put content out like I always do here. So please do like, share, and subscribe. I have a Facebook, Instagram. Please check those out, as well as another YouTube, also linked below. On that YouTube, it's just more vlogs, not a whole lot of tarot, just fun stuff. But there are some tarot tutorials over there, so check them out. And also, you can check out my merchandise by clicking on the pink hoodie below. It'll take you into my shop. So take a moment to look around. Either way, even if you don't do any of that, doesn't matter. I wish you the best, Cancer. Please let me know how this reading resonated for you. Wishing you the best. Namaste. Bye.